Our girls value that. When you can rely on the defensive end of getting stops, that carries over to our offensive end.
Hey Lions fans, welcome into another edition of the Coaches Show. This week we're here with Coach Abby Stutts, women's basketball coach. Coach, thanks for doing this today.
Thank you.
You guys are off to a great start so far, 11-0. So just talk us through your thoughts early in the season here.
Yeah, this has been a super fun group. It's been fun to string a lot of wins together here early. And it's been fun to also just see the growth from the beginning, really even from practice to our first game to even now, like we are consistently getting better. And it's fun to see that as a team, but also individuals who are stepping up into their roles, playing with a lot of confidence. And so overall, it's just been a lot of fun.
What's something that you do in practice that you feel like causes those changes? What do you see, or what happens behind the scenes for everybody that causes some of those changes that you just talked about?
We're pretty consistent with a lot of things we do in practice. Like we have some staple drills defensively that we do every single game, every single day. Yeah. And I'm sure our girls probably get tired of it, but they also just know like there are certain things that we are going to rep, every practice, so they feel super confidently on the floor. We get up a lot of shots too, and kind of here recently, like we've had some time off, but I think it's been good for them mentally and physically to be able to kind of break, and then also take some individual time just to work on whatever they need to work on. We'll give them some individual days where shooters can get up a lot of shots, post players can work on their post moves, all of that stuff too. So I think overall it's just consistency of doing kind of the same thing over and over again to get that confidence and connection.
And then talk about the time off. You mentioned that right before we came on here, but you had one game, a week off, one game, 10 days off, and you're looking at Christmas break coming up too. Do you worry about that? Do you feel like you perform better, worse? What?
I'm trusting that it's going to be a good thing. Just reminding ourselves that it is a long season. And right. So, we have been practicing since almost school has started, or at least doing some sort of basketball. Real practice started the middle of September, and the fact that it's already December is crazy to me. Like, it has flown by, but just remembering that it is a long season and that rest is a good thing for anybody. It's good for us as coaches. It's good for the players to, have that time, like this week being finals week. It's great for them to be able to focus on their studies and just take a break from basketball. And so some people may think I'm crazy for saying that, but I do believe that it's good to have a healthy balance of both.
Yeah. And you're about to have some really tough games. Conference starts beginning of January there. And so maybe that rest will be good for some of those battles that are coming up.
Absolutely. Yeah. There'll definitely be that consistent piece of playing every Thursday, Saturday. And we know the competition level is going to be top notch. And so just kind of taking the time that we can now to be able to break and work on the things, like spend some extra time on some specific things that we need to work on for January and moving forward. So that's also been nice too, to be able to have more practice time, more film time, to be able to work on us more so than constantly preparing for whoever we're playing next.
Yeah. So you mentioned in practice you feel like you maybe wear them out with the defensive drills, but it does seem like this group, maybe even though both of the last 2 years, has sort of taken that on as their identity. And we were talking about some of the stats beforehand, but you guys have been really successful on that end of the floor.
Yeah. And I think it starts with our girls value that, whereas I think a lot of times people get caught up in the stat sheet of like, how many points did you score, and those are exciting plays. But I think also, like, when you can rely on the defensive end of getting stops, that carries over to our offensive end. And so you can definitely tell a difference whenever we're really locked in as a group. Individually, we have some really good on-ball defenders, but I think overall as a group, we spend a lot of time watching film, preparing our scouts. We have a scout team who does a great job embodying whoever we're playing to, and so they do a great job repping that and getting us prepared too. So it takes every single person on our team to get us ready, and I think it's something we value a lot.
And then looking forward to conference, we know the step up in competition just because of the Mid-South level of play. How do you feel the team is going to respond to that? I know you have a lot of returners. Are you worried at all, or what's your thoughts on conference play?
I think they're excited. I think it just brings another level of competitiveness and another level of kind of that mental focus where to be a lot of these teams and to be the best in our league and hopefully one of the best in the nation, it takes another level of discipline. Mm-hmm. And when you are consistently seeing that game after game, especially with our conference, you cannot take a night off. You can't really take a playoff, you know. But I think that almost kind of helps us with the consistency aspect of you have to show up every practice, every game. And it should be like that all year long, but you sometimes can kind of get away with some things. Whereas with these teams, you have to be disciplined. You have to be mentally really locked in. And so it's exciting.
And it probably helps, you know, again, you have very few new players who are in there. So you have a lot of returners that know this, and they can sort of help teach the younger players or inexperienced players that, you know, hey, this isn't going to work when we're playing Campbellsville in January.
Sure. For sure. And that's something that until you're in it, you don't really understand it. And so it is nice to have a lot of returners and a lot of older girls who lead us, knowing that, you know, when we're practicing now, again, with some of the time off and everything, trying to see the big picture of we're not just trying to focus on the next practice. This practice should look like you're practicing before the conference championship or before the national championship. Like, we're trying to build that consistent piece where don't miss the opportunity for us to get better, whether we have a game tomorrow or not. And so it's nice that those older girls realize what it takes in conference, and then us making that run in the national tournament last year too. Like, we want to do even better, and so we're really striving for that.
So talking about the schedule coming up here, a longer break, but we've got one more game before Christmas, and then you're going back to Chicago for the tournament at, I forgot where we're going, sorry.
It's okay, Gov State. Yep.
Governor State, yeah, that's right.
So, yeah, I think we'll have a lot of solid games here coming up, which I think will be good to kind of challenge us and get us ready in that mindset for conference. We play Grandview next week, which we've never played. I know they were receiving votes recently. I'm not sure where they're at currently, but I think they'll be a really solid team.
National tournament team last year? Okay.
And then going back to Chicago, that was great for us last year. It was a really fun trip. And so we're playing Pikeville, which used to be in our conference, and we know that they're well coached. And then Governor State, too, the host team, made it, I think, to the Elite Eight last year. So they'll be a solid group. And then we're playing Bryan again. And so we've kind of got 4 games coming up. They'll be really solid teams, well-coached teams, and then we'll start conference in January.
Yeah.
So.
Conference starts, we're home in those weeks that we don't have students. So that was a little bit of a bummer talking to Drew last week, but maybe we can get you guys in on all the little kids from the community coming out to a game.
I think that would be great. I know it does. It's out of our control. We don't get to plan those things, but it is unfortunate of how it falls. Of these are such big games, high-stake games, and we do have great community support, great family support, but it's unfortunate that we don't have our students here. So hopefully we can get maybe some of the other teams that will be back, or maybe we can arrange the elementary students to come back. Okay. So,
well, congrats on the success so far. Good luck moving forward, and thanks again for doing this.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to follow us on all our social media channels, and go Lions. Thank you so much for watching this episode of The Coaches Show. If you liked this video, please give us a like down below, and please subscribe to our channel. For the most up-to-date information on Freed-Hardeman Athletics, you can visit our website, gofhulions.com, and you can follow us on all social media outlets at gofhulions on Facebook and X, at go_FHU_Lions on Instagram. If you're interested in joining the Director Circle or Lionbackers, there's an informational video on the screen now. There's also links in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and go Lions.